I'm gonna turn on the music on my end. Hi, how's everyone doing today? I'm sorry if I'm really loud. Oh my god. How's everyone doing today? We gotta do some preparation before doing this mass attack. I kind of thought of it last second because I was kind of running into a problem where I don't have time to make an individual attack for each of these people. Well, no, I do, but I think the only way to actually get me to do an attack is if I animate something, because I've been in a huge animation mood lately. So all of those people who have attacked me so far, you are getting revenged. You are getting revenged. I know I am behind on those revenges. You are getting revenged. And I am making sure of it. So I'm basically going to prioritize everyone who I need to revenge first. And then I'm going to prioritize anyone else who I've been meaning to attack and I just haven't been able to. And then maybe I'll add a few randos in there. I mean, some of my attacks have been to completely random people that I don't know. So maybe we'll add in a few randoms in there. So yeah. Depending on how much time we have for it, because I don't think we'll have too much time to add randos in, but we'll see what we're doing. We'll see what happens. Also, I have to let you guys know, I am going to be speaking very quietly because I, one, need water. Hydrate, people. One, because, it's late at night, and two, because I just have a family member who just came out of the hospital and they're trying to recover. And I want them to be able to get as much sleep as possible. Now, you might be like, well, why didn't you do this earlier if they are in the hospital? And it's literally because I've been trying to do this for so long, and today was the first day in a very long time that I haven't been working, I haven't been doing anything, and I could actually do this. And I like to do these things late at night because I just don't feel... I feel like more people are coming to the streams, I feel less awkward. I like doing it at night because I feel like I'm not taking up time that I could be doing something. Like, for example, if I do it in the daytime, I could be working, like going to work. I could be playing my games. I could be doing so many other things that are more important. Not more important. This is pretty important, but long story short, it's just pain. But also, I did notice that my thing isn't animated right now. Oh no! I did have a problem earlier where it kind of... I don't know if that fixed it. It didn't fix it. Okay, well, I know that I just had an issue where my hard drive unplugged isn't plugged back in, and it does that sometimes, so it's fine, it's not a big deal, it just looks a lot nicer when it's moving. Let's see how my live screen is looking. Right. Let me change this out. Okay. Hold on. Oh, this is a bad case. Okay. Now let's try moving to this. Okay. Okay, let's try that. There we go. Perfect. Now we can probably do this as well. Alright. I gotta fix my stream, I'm sorry guys. Why does it keep doing that? Oh. It is looping. It's just stopping. Okay. Okay, well, my stuff is bugged. Alright. That's fine. We'll figure that out later. Okay. This is also bugged. What is going on? Nope, that's not right. Hold on. Here. We're gonna swap this out. Weird. Weird. That's supposed to be moving too. I think I have to close out OBS and go back in to fix it. It's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Alright, so there are a few things we gotta do. First, we gotta actually make the Krita file. I know you guys can't see Krita because it's not open yet. We gotta make the Krita file. I actually have to get the audio for this in order to figure it out. Like timing-wise and stuff like that. I can probably do the actual meme itself from memory. I've seen it so much that I probably could just animate it from memory without the music, but I need the timing properly. Like, I could put in the keyframes and animate the in between the keyframes. The only thing I can't do is probably, yeah. So, we'll see what happens. Also, I am addicted to Nutty Buddies right now, so I am currently opening a Nutty Buddy. So I apologize if you guys hear me eating. But I love me a good Nutty Buddy. Alright. I gotta find the audio. I'm gonna actually mute my music for a second, just so you guys don't hear it. Sorry. I know there's a way to make it so you don't hear certain tabs and stuff, but... Bruh. Alright, I gotta look this up on YouTube. I was looking it up on TikTok on the desktop version, and it tells me that I have to log in order to use it. I'm not doing that shit. That. Okay. Okay. I found the meme. I don't know who originally created it. I'm sorry if I'm, you know. I just realized. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry. I have to go through TikTok if I want to download the video file to make it into a WAV file. I really need to get off of TikTok. Holy shit. Sorry. It just gave me like a review for what I've been working, but okay. The only issue with this is that I'm gonna have to cut it off before the ending because I don't know who's at the very ending of this meme. It just says "what the fuck" at the very end of the meme, and I don't know who's okay with having their receive with someone saying that. So we're gonna cut it off. Besides that, everything's gonna be the same. Also, I apologize for the crinkling of the wrapper. I am eating the most scrumptious Nutty Buddy. We're gonna not do this in a square. Usually I do this in a square. We're gonna do this in the normal YouTube ratio, purely for the fact that although I could do it as a short, I prefer to do it as a YouTube ratio. We're just gonna turn it down the frame rate to 1, just for now. We're not gonna do this. We're just trying to figure out how long it is. Okay. I'm gonna turn my music on for you guys. There we go. And turn the actual thing on for you guys. There we go. Perfect. Step 1, making an animation meme. I'm turning off this music so I can hear. Get your music. This is the meme we're doing. That's the part that we have to turn off at the very end. So, if it's 15 seconds long we're probably gonna still do it 24, but we'll probably do it on 1s or 2s or 3s, honestly, maybe. Let's do the math. 15 seconds at 24 frames per second is 360. So we gotta limit this at 360. But we have to do one extra thing. We're gonna set this as the end time. Let's change this to 24. We gotta cut it off before it says the what the fuck at the end. There. So now, it's not entirely going to be 15 seconds, but it's going to be a little bit less than it. There. So now, this isn't going to be... I'm pretty sure the lyrics, by the way, is I didn't take it well. I didn't take it well. Basically talking about how they didn't take something well. So, I think it's fine for other people to hear this stuff. But this is the meme we're going to be doing, and we'll be switching through different characters throughout the thing. And all we're going to do is we're going to make it so the backgrounds. The background's going to be super simple. Literally, the entire background is just going to be related to the character, like the aesthetic of the character. So, like, I think one of them I have is going to be, is a jester, I believe, or a clown, one of the two. And so I'm going to put, like, a circus or something behind her. Or, well, no, if it's a clown, it's going to be a circus. If it's a jester, I'm going to have it be a, like a castle, probably. So then, you know, because jesters and clowns, fun fact, are two different things. Jesters perform for royalty, clowns perform for the poor, like anyone, basically. So. Okay. And then this is where we mark that this is going to be the intro. Ooh, we do not need a thing that big. That was from our paparazzi meme. Oh, let me add our music back in. Sorry, I just had to turn it off so then I can hear it. I technically didn't have to do it for you guys. I could have just turned it off for myself. And then this was where the first person would start. Words. This is going to be actually really simple to do because it's the same thing repeated over and over again. The only thing we'll have to do, really, is change the body types. So just basically add on or lessen to the characters I already have, like the first character I'm doing, because the first character I'm doing isn't like, is kind of like the average body type, so I think if I just add on or add less depending on what people's bodies look like, I can go about working with it fine. The good news people thing is that everyone who's revenged me so far is on a different team. So I'll be getting a ton of points for this. Now, I've never done a mass attack, so just figured to let you guys know that. I have hiccups. So the first one we've got to do is, I'm so mad about this. I started this person's Artfight attack a while ago, but then I couldn't finish it. Let me see if this person's Jester or Clown. Jester. Okay, she's a Jester. So the character who I would first be doing is Jingles. Now we're not going to animate her just yet. We're just going to animate the body for all the characters. Is Jingles from Hey Hails the Ham on Artfight. Jingles is a deaf acrobatic jester who performs annually for the passing circus that comes to town every year. So I can put a circus tent in the background for this one. Even though most jesters are for royalty, but that's okay. Jester works too. Alright, so how this meme goes, let me pull up the poses. God damn it! I tried. This person was knocking on my door like crazy, and so that I literally had to open it in a rush because I thought something was wrong. They just wanted a pillow. This isn't the hospitalized person, by the way. This is just a normal family member. They just wanted a pillow. It's not life or death. I'm sorry. You need a pillow. Alright. I need to get... I need to get Krita back set up again. I didn't save. Because I just barely did anything. So we gotta get Krita back up. God dang it. There might be an autosave file of it. But when I got up, it hit my hard drive. And so my hard drive got rid of Krita. This Krita's on my hard drive. This is why I gotta get a computer, guys. Wait, 30 minutes in, we've basically done nothing. All because of lack of preparation and a terrible computer. Okay, it's right hand up first. Yes! Yes! Yay! This is why I love Krita. Krita autosaves things. And it's lovely. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so it's right hand up first, and then left hand. This is a really, really easy... Well, no, okay, not all animations. It's not gonna be easy, but easy enough. Ish. Okay. Now, if I was doing this for just one character, it'd be extremely easy of an animation to do. Because I'm doing it for multiple characters, that's where it actually becomes a little bit difficult. Because I'm gonna have to do line art. If it was for sketching, that's fine. I don't mind sketching out this entire animation and just leaving it in sketch mode, which I could do technically. But okay, that is not right. I haven't drawn in a bit. Sorry guys, I've been so swamped with work, I haven't been doing too much. I know, by the way, that I usually stream on Thursdays, but I am streaming on a completely different day from the Thursday. I apologize for that. I can't stream this Thursday because I have a to say this quietly so my family doesn't hear me. Because I don't know what they're gonna say because I've gone undating for years. But, basically, I'm not gonna give too many deets. But long story short, there's this person that I get along with really well at work, and they asked me to go to KFC with them. And it seemed like they were asking me on a date to KFC specifically. They were being very flirty about it. But also, I can't tell if I'm reading this person wrong. So... Oh, and by the way, I know KFC is also in other countries, but if you don't know what KFC is, it is a fast food restaurant located in America. It's basically just it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, but it's not based in Kentucky. Like, you can literally find it anywhere, like a McDonald's or Burger King, where you can literally find them anywhere. It's the same idea. You can find it anywhere, just like a Burger King or McDonald's. I'm sure, I know some other countries have them, so not all, but like I know Japan loves KFC. Or was it China? Some Asian country, I don't remember. There was an Asian country that really likes KFC, and like eats it on Christmas and stuff. Anyways, we gotta make this head smaller. This head is way too big. So yeah, that's that. Much smaller. So we gotta put this person's whole body. And arms. Okay. We gotta go smaller. I knew the head was too big. So we also have to include the legs, and we have to include the arms going up above the head. Now, I know this body type seems very feminine because it is a feminine body type. I'm not good at drawing male body types, so what I do is I draw a feminine body type, like a much more feminine looking one, and then I erase some stuff from it. So like you see how I got the thick thighs, and you have a little bit of boobage and waist going on there? Yeah, that's not normal. Hold on. Though the thighs aren't usually that thick going in neutral looks. It's fine. It's weird though because I've got a... I haven't done this in forever where you push the legs together. I mean, I technically don't have to have the legs together, but don't know. That was wrong. I don't know, something's off with my stuff today. Like, with my art today. Like, it doesn't look how it's supposed to look. It keeps skewing a lot more than usual. But I think it's just how my stuff is. I haven't drawn like legs just standing like front forward together in like a long time. Like I've done it in like a 3/4 view or something, but just like together like this, I haven't drawn in a while, so I'm kind of struggling here, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Trying to see if maybe... I also just haven't drawn in a good bit. I usually draw like maybe once a week or so, but today I have drawn, like this past week I haven't drawn at all. Oh my god. How bad that is. We're still lopsided and... Oof. Okay. We gotta make the shoes smaller. They're a little big. Oh man, we're really going into like my older art style for this one. With how big the shoes are and stuff. Okay. And then we're gonna do arms on their own land just because they're... Because they're arms, and arms are sometimes a pain. Okay. first we need the hand bigger. The hand is tiny. Second, we need to make the forearm as long. So then third, we need to move the arm a bit. The arm is a little too in. So then it's like that. That's not entirely right either. I think now the arm is dislocated. And then we have the other arm. It's still weird. So the other arm, that has to be angled. It's gonna be weird, but I'm thinking about it, and it would have to be angled in order for it to work right. This one's much bigger. So and then literally all we have to do for the next one, hold on, let me quiet the music up. I'm just gonna quiet the music on my end so you guys can still hear it, but I can't. Never mind, hold on. I do have to make it so you guys can't hear it. I have to pause it on my end. So, for timing wise, here. And then we literally just take this. Ready, ready, ready? We paste it. And then we that's not right. Oopsies. We hold on. We do this. Ciao. Wow. Yay. So now this is just for basic. I think I'm already supposed to be in this phase here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th one, we switch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Obviously, this is just for a basic layout. This isn't actually what we're I mean, it kind of is what we're gonna do, but... And then ready for this part. Literally, we sketch it out, we draw it out, we draw out the pose. Oh, let's save. I'm gonna name this one, what is it called? I just later learned it out. It was like ADVG dance or something like that. AVGN dance. Okay, so the next pose, which I can't remember if it starts on left or right. I think it might start on our... Okay, it starts on our right. Okay. Hold on. I gotta look at the reference again. Okay, leg is indeed on the ground, but it's going like... I feel like they're too off balance. And that leg is way too long. So, a neat trick I've learned. Now, this doesn't always go for dancing and like walking and stuff like that, because of the nature of the animation. Something I learned for drawing, at least, is that if you want a character to look more balanced, put the leg under the neck. That can make your character look more balanced. Okay. Okay. We have a very skewed art today, guys. Our art is very skewed today. And a little messed up today. Our art is very skinny and skewed. Skinny and skewed art day today, I guess. Oh, we didn't do the arms on a separate layer. It'll be fine. We'll survive. I mean, maybe we can just take the arms like this. And then copy them. And then on this layer. And then when you get rid of the arms, here we go. We'll just go and we'll fill in the spots that were... Okay. So now it's oh wait, no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's too much. Not 10. 1. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, including the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. We'll paste that. We're gonna do this. Ready? We're just gonna go. Just go flip, flip a dip dip. Cool. Yay! We did it. You ready? This is the entire animation. Not entirely, but it's an exaggerated version of the entire animation. Or a less framed version of the entire animation. It's literally just gonna be... So that's the start. Next we need to add transitions. So in order to make this look good, we need a frame in between each of the frames so then they look like I'm actually switching to the next frame. Kind of. You can kind of get away with it with these ones. We can kind of honestly do a little bit of tweening more so for those ones, but like for this one, we can make it so our person here goes down a bit more and their body goes down a bit. And when we do the liner and everything, I think and I hope that I'll probably do so like we can even make it like expand this out. Ooh. Expand the legs out, have them be like a frog. So like here, if I were to just remake these entirely, we just go and we take this. Might look a little weird, but I promise it's gonna look fine. Literally, This looks so strange, but I promise. And then we literally take this, paste that, and then copy this, paste this. So it's literally going. So, and then we gotta do the arms, new arms. This is gonna look so weird for my art style, but it's okay. We've dedicated to this now. We are dedicated. Okay. So, we can do... Here, we'll do one that's just the arms. Like, up like this. We'll probably have to do 2 or 3 of these in between frames, by the way. Honestly, we close it. This is gonna see how weird this looks, but when we actually do the animation, it's gonna look. So now, if I take this and paste it, but then we mirror it, bam. See, doesn't that look so much better? So I think we need to go down a bit more. If we want like there to be a real impact, I think our body needs to go down more. So like our legs are fine. But I don't know, I feel like here, maybe we should tone it down on the legs a bit. And then we're just gonna, so now, yeah, that looks better. Looks so much better. You gotta be more exaggerative when you do animation. Not that I'm a professional, I am not a professional in any way, but if you want an animation to look good, you've gotta be exaggerative, and I'm not very exaggerative in a lot of my animations, so this is good practice. So now, I think that looks so much better. Now we have to do an in-between for these guys. So... hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to think. I think technically these are the in-betweens. So if I were to do... yeah, so if I had to have an in-between here... Excuse me. Oh, do I need to... Where is my onion skin? Why isn't this onion skinning? Yes. That is really, really weird. I don't know why it's not... Oh, it's not doing it for any of them. What's going on here? There should be an onion skin. It's not covered in white, is it? That's so weird. What is going on? Where the heck is my onion skin? Where's my onion skin? Where did it go? Please don't tell me I accidentally colored the whole thing in white. Oopsies. What? Today's just full of problems. Not because of this, no. That's so weird. so strange. I don't know why my onion skins aren't working. This is so weird. Nothing's working today. I'm so sorry, guys. Hey, you know, honestly, if you guys know, Sloan, Stinks Houses on YouTube, they gave me a piece of advice is to not rely on the onion skin too much. So maybe this will be a good learning moment for me, because I rely on onion skin probably too much. Maybe this one up a bit. Okay. And then go around and around. Okay, perhaps we need it so our body is not nearly as angled. And then make this. Wait. No, I think these swap. Okay, let's try that. There we go. Doesn't that look so much better? So now, if we put this as the end frame, put this as the start frame, we need to have this not as the end frame. We need this as the end frame. My bad. That's basically the animation in its most basic form. Next thing to do is to add more in between so then it looks smoother. But yeah, that's that's it in its most basic form. I think it looks pretty good so far. One thing I need to add is an arc. Just realized this. So if we were to look and do a new layer with this, I will demonstrate it to you guys right now. So see how the head is here? This is where the head is, right? And then when it goes here, this is where the head is. It's a straight line. We don't want that. So we need to arc this, which basically means we're gonna need to move this head up. Because we can't see our onion skin for whatever reason. This will make it so it's, you know. So if I take this layer now and move this up, so this is still here. Oops, wrong color. So this is still here. But at least there's a little bit of an arc going on. That is something that we did need to fix. So oopsies. Oops. Don't want to do that. There we go. Even though it's a small arc, it definitely helps it a bit. So you might be able to tell easier. Okay. Next thing to do. Let's do an in-between for all the in-betweens. Essentially. We are doing this before, yeah, we are. Fortunately, though, I don't know why my onion skin isn't working. Because, like, why can we see my arms, but not my bodies? You don't see the body ones. Also, I don't know what stuff is over here for the bodies. Oopsies. I don't know what's going on. Because I should be able to see my onion skins, but... Now is not the time to rely on the onion skins. Like, where did it go? Where did our onion skins go? Hold on. Did I... No. Everything is fine. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna exit out and go back in. I just saved again, so it shouldn't be a problem. See if that will fix anything. There it goes. Yeah. Why wasn't working before? Really weird. Okay. So for the invitation for this one. Okay. I'm glad we fixed it. There it goes. So we can do this one actually really close to that last one. And if we do... another frame just right. And then we do... let's do an in-between for this one as well. So do we? Yes, we do. No, we don't. Didn't know I could do that. Oops, sorry. Nope. I think we literally can get away with just copy and pasting this, to be honest. Oh, right. I also gotta change. Okay, that part is not right. Goes down, up, down. Oh. I think this one has to be a transition between the two. Because... Ready, 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 guys? Ready, guys? We take this. We go. That's not right. Okay. Ready, 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 ready? We take this. We make an arc. Wow. Can you even make an arc out of the foot swing? What? Crazy, guys. We are going so crazy with this. Okay, now this is where it gets contradictory. We're gonna do one more frame, going backwards. We're not gonna go towards the transition frame. You would think we would, because usually I actually would do that in this case. But I'm actually gonna have this go up and back, just to create a little bit more of a, like, cushion, so to say, so then it doesn't look as rigid. And then we would wait. that's basically it. It's one thing I'm noticing. Yeah. It basically just repeats this for the rest of the time. This is all it is. This is the entire animation meme. I could add some more in-between frames to make it more, you know, animated and lively, but personally, I don't think I have to. So then, if we change our end time to the actual end time that's supposed to be, which is at 48, I believe. And change the start time back to its normal start time. And then, if I were to shift, copy, oh wait, here. In words, we're just gonna go and just go. Loop. It's going to loop here. This is just so that I remember that it's looping there. And then we go, and then we copy it. And then we paste it. Oh, nope. And then we paste it. And then we paste it again. And then we go and indicate that it's a loop. Shoot. And then we paste it. Nope. And hopefully, if we got the timing right, which we hopefully did, everything should be good. Alright. I'm gonna turn off the music so you guys can hear this properly. Let's see how well we did. And then we're just gonna if we just do this. Haha! Trip the system. Okay, ready, ready, ready? Let's try this again. This is all we're gonna do for the animation. Like, it's off runtime. It's too fast. We are slightly too fast. I knew it was too fast. I had thought it was too fast, but I didn't say anything because I was like, oh no, it looks fine. That's why we do that. Okay. I think we need to add one more frame in here. So if we can scooch these guys over by... I think we need to add one more frame in here, and it's a transition frame. Yeah, I think then we will be on time. We are literally one frame short, I'm pretty sure. Smear frame time! Smear frames! They love a frame that keeps on giving. Kind of. Alright, let me get the music back on. It's my bad. Alright. Once we finish the looping animation on this, we'll probably be done. Just because I don't want to bother my family too much by staying up too much longer. Unless someone comes into chat soon, which if that happens, then I will stay for a little bit while longer. Maybe work on animating some details, but once we get this main animation done, we'll end it for today. I'll see if I can do another stream sometime in July of me finishing this, but I can't guarantee anything because I only have 6 days in July to actually work on Artfight stuff. And I know there aren't 6 days in July, like, you know. Oh wait, actually, we're gonna... So this is where the nose would be. Ear would be here. And then, like, top of the head would be here. Oh my god, guys. Dude. We are just that goated, I guess. Bam. then when we do the arms, if we go now, let's look at this with that. Now we have this guy, which will transition us between there. Oh, and then we need to add that guy technically on this way, because we'd be looping back around to the beginning of the animation. But we have to swap, no. We have to swap it so it's like, and then swap that. Oh. I was about to say, where on earth did it go again? Sorry, this is the end time. Okay. I think also we are moving away from the things too much. I feel like we should hang on these for these parts. Like, I feel like maybe we move them, like, honestly, we might be able to just get away with doing something as simple as this. Okay, I think that's good. That should be okay. Let's set our... Oh, hello? Excuse me? Let's set our start time here, and then go to 3:48 for the end time. And then let's try this loop again. Okay. We're still off on the timing. I think we added too much frames. I think we added too many frames this time. Okay. So let's try removing... Here, we're gonna put this near the beginning just to have it somewhere. Let's try that. We'll try looping that instead. Because we don't technically need it to go back to the original animation. Like I did in the loop that I just made. It doesn't necessarily need to go back to the original. I think it's because we're not going up for the first one too that this looks off. It's the right timing now, but now it looks off because we're starting up, not going up. No, no. No, 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 don't do this. I'm gonna save. It was freezing up, which usually means that it was going to crash. Oh. me test one more thing. One more thing. So we gotta take back the loops. One more thing. We're gonna test one more thing. I have a theory as for why this looks wrong. Okay. I think it lies in how we did make this. I think we need to make it opposite. I think the animation is opposite from what we're actually doing. So I thought you start out with this and then you go into the animation. But I think you actually start crouched, and then when you end this middle animation, you end it up. And so you don't go down at all. So what if we changed it around? So instead, where we are down on this one, so that's 6. Yeah, so where we are down on that one, we're actually up here. So then we go up. Go up. So then it's more like so we go up, and then we go down. So now instead we go oh wait, but I think I'm not supposed to have I think this one is supposed to be non-existent. So it doesn't look as so it doesn't stop for as long. And then we completely get rid of these 3. And then we take this, and then we do that. Let's see. Oh, you're supposed to go on the claps. So it's either we do this one. I think this one looks right. This one looks right. This one looks right in my opinion. Okay. I'm gonna switch these back here because we don't really necessarily need them. We're gonna try to loop after this one. We'll see if the timing is correct. We're just trying to get the timing right now. So that first one, not right. The rest of it should be. So yeah, I think we could just delete most of this. We gotta start on 61 to 62. Mm. Here, maybe we can. We'll just scooch it up by 1 or 2. There. Look at that! Oh, isn't that so nice? I don't have any music going, I know I don't, but I'm trying to make sure we can listen to here to get the beat right. I used to hate this meme, I'm gonna be honest. But I've been in such a big animating mood that I have to, if I'm gonna attack at all, I have to animate it. Like, it's weird it's rare for me to be in such an animating mood, but like, I don't want to do art unless I'm animating right now. It's kind of weird. Ever since I made the paparazzi meme, I've been kind of like that. And you would think I would be animating a lot more if that was the case, but because of how I really can't, because of how much work I've been doing, so I haven't been able to animate basically at all because of work. So this is actually really satisfying and really fun for me, so I'm so excited about this! I'm so happy! I think I'm gonna do the details on my own time, that or I'll do it on another stream. But right now, this is it. Here, let me see if I can put it in a normal thing. I'm just hoping that, because YouTube Shorts is probably going to YouTube short it because of how short of a video it is. It's 15 seconds long, so I'm hoping that you can still watch it in normal size. Because if you can't, then you're gonna look really, it's gonna look really bad. And then basically what I'm gonna do for like different body types and stuff like that is I'm just gonna add or subtract anything that might be on there. So like say they have thicker thighs, I would add on some extra padding on the side of their thighs. Or if they have a really, really thin, like say the character is supposed to have like a much thinner waist or something, I can thin the waist out. Or if the person has like body fat or something on it, like rolls or something, I can just add it on over top. So that's all I'm gonna. This is my basically my quote unquote average characters model. So, and basically every time it loops is a new character. So I think that means we can have about 8 characters. I think that's a bit 8 characters. I think. I think it's 8 characters. I'm so excited though. Though I think at this end part here, I think we literally are just gonna. So whoever is this one is gonna get a little bit of the short end of the stick, unfortunately. We're just gonna end it right there. They're gonna get the first part of theirs, but then they're not gonna get the rest. And so here is where we're gonna mention this very last panel is gonna be like, oh, this is the people who from whose Artfight we revenged and the characters that we revenged too. I'm so happy. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here just because I'm happy with that. I'll either work on this on my own time or I will stream this sometime soon. But I should be heading to bed soon, anyways. Alright, so thank you guys so much for coming to this stream. Hope you guys don't mind me being so quiet and all the issues that we had earlier. And thank you guys so much for coming. Alright, bye bye!